In the heart of East Texas, where the piney wood stands tall, there's a place that's filled with history, where warm hearts call. From Big Sam to the Bearcats, pride runs deep and strong. In Huntsville, Texas, we sing our song. With love and hospitality, we open up our doors. In this beautiful town, blessings we explore. Sting 'em hornets, beat 'em up cats, Sound Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way, guided by God's love every single day. From parks and recreation, where children laugh and play, to the historical treasures that take our breath away. In the piney woods, we find peace and rest. Huntsville, Texas, truly blessed. With love and hospitality, we open up our doors. In this beautiful town, blessings we explore. Sting 'em hornets, eat 'em up cats, Sound Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way, guided by God's love every single day. Yeah. In every sunrise, in every prayer, God's grace surrounds us everywhere. Through the highs and the lows, we stand as one. In Huntsville, Texas, His will be done. Sting 'em hornets, eat 'em up cats, Sound Houston State, where dreams are at. Good morning, Huntsville, we find our way, guided by God's love every single day. Sam to the Bearcats, our spirit shines so bright. In Huntsville, Texas, we live by faith, we walk in light. With love and hospitality, we greet the world anew. In this blessed town, our dreams come true. Whoa. In every sunrise, in every prayer, Huntsville, Texas, truly blessed.
Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
All right.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Hello, I'm Billy Coppin, the Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home.
Hey, it's Skate boating with tomorrow's Provost Montessori schools.
Good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Karen.
I'm Toy. And I'm Denise.
And from all of us at Walker County Federal Credit Union, good morning, Huntsville.
Good morning, Huntsville.
How y'all doing?
We're doing good.
Good morning. Man, this shirt, it's one of these shirts that's like kind of tight and it just doesn't.
Yeah.
I like super extra large shirts that don't hug you.
You don't like the huggy
This
feeling?
thing kind of hugs you in the wrong places, man.
I hear you. I hear you.
It's a good shirt, though. Deborah
Yeah.
Wine, if you're joining this morning, it's a good shirt. It's our VBS shirts.
It's your VBS shirt.
Vacation Bible School.
Awesome.
Did you ever go to VBS growing
I
up?
did.
It's a fun thing, man.
It can be.
It's really fun. We're having a blast at FBC, man.
Yeah. Y'all got a bunch of kids coming?
Yeah, we had a ton, man, and it's awesome to see the little ones all just fired
They get
up
so
and
excited,
happy.
don't they?
Oh yeah, man, I wish they had like an adult VBS, like water games and snacks.
Mm-hmm. You just want the snacks.
Oh, it's fun though. We're underway. A lot of churches in the area. We need to update our guide, by the way, on Hello Huntsville. But there's a lot of
You
churches.
just need
having them.
Michelle back to give you a little jolt.
Oh yeah, I need to get a few more sponsors in here, then I can get Michelle back.
I hear you.
So that's the game plan. But yeah, I was talking to you before the show. It's just the past couple of weeks have just been a whirlwind with a lot going on, obviously, and I feel like I'm out of the groove right now, man.
Yeah, but it's natural, buddy.
Yeah, it's like,
I mean, you went through a life-changing event. I mean, you lost your dad, man. That's tough.
It's like when it's like an old school bicycle, and you're pedaling it. The chain's kind of rusty. My chain's always been a little rusty.
Your chain's been a little rusty.
Yeah, haven't greased a chain in a long time.
It's called
man.
chain lube, brother.
Yeah, the chain's been a little rusty, and think about a bike. And that chain, it gets rusty, and you're pedaling, and then it just pops off the sprocket.
Yeah,
that's what happened to me. The chain is popped off the sprocket.
Yeah, we just gotta get the chain put back on for you.
And not only put back on, but put a little grease on that thing, man.
Put a little oil on it.
Yeah, get that bad boy going again. So,
welcome in, everybody.
Yeah, welcome in.
Let us know you're here. I see old Kyle Kreiner. He's on here. Who else is talking?
Steph Valley, Magnolia Kennel.
Oh,
joining
Steph.
us. So, yeah, we'll get
I get to spend the day with Scott tomorrow.
Oh, awesome. Pop's Woodshop, man.
Scott's coming out to take a class.
All right. Well, come on, Pop. He's Scott's a good. I had a chance to go
I
into
got
his.
to spend all weekend with him, too. So.
Well, I went in his little woodshed that he has, and it's
his little
not,
shop.
Yeah, it's not really just a woodshed.
That's like a state-of-the-art facility in there.
That's what I was going to say. It's not a wood shop. It's a technological marvel here in Huntsville.
Oh, you should have seen his setup at the gun show, man. I mean, he brought an engraver, and then the customer sales wasn't really there. So Scott's like, hey, let's try this. So he starts engraving on some of my stuff, just different gun accessories and stuff, just to see what we could figure out. He's like, hey, I want to try this. How much is it? I'm here. Let's practice.
You got to buy it to engrave on it. How much is it? $1,500. All right. No, I know you didn't.
No, it wasn't like that.
Oh, man. We'll get to the friends joining us here in just a little bit. Tara, by the way, Tara Burnett joined. Tara, did you get the gift card? I left her Cafe Texan gift card in a discreet place when we were heading out of town last week, and I wanted to make sure that Tara got the gift card. We put it in a very discreet place that only Tara should have known where it was at. And so once the buffering gets back to Tara, she'll respond. I know she will. So, well, we are here, episode 291, as we get rolling here.
291.
Tactical Tuesday. She got the gift card. There you go. 291 as we get rolling here on a Tactical Tuesday. Big shout out to Paul Oley, the gallery. Paul, love you, man. Paul, I will see you after lunch today. I promise you. I didn't get a chance to get back over here yesterday. I've got to take care of some things with Paul, and so Paul, I will be here.
We got to work
today.
on your yesterday.
Yeah,
on your yesterday, the way you say it. You got a little North Dakota in you.
What did I say?
You just had that little North Dakota.
Yesterday? Oh, is it like yesterday?
You had that little North Dakota twang in there. Yesterday.
That's all right. You know what, man? I'm kind of happy that I have a little. Well, let me finish the intro. Paul, we love you. Paul Oley, the gallery. Paul,
we love you, Paul.
Paul, we love you, man, for all of your custom framing, photography, and more. 1201 University, Paul Oley, the gallery. Also, big shout out to our friend Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers, online at elliotsjewelers.com. We appreciate Elliot and all his support in helping this platform continue to rock and roll. He does it like nobody else when it comes to jewelry. Please check him out. Let him know you heard about it here on Hello Huntsville. And, of course, here on this Tactical Tuesday, our great friend Jason Thompson and the Thompson family of Guardian Defense, your personal safety experts here throughout Walker County. Check them out online at guardiandefensellc.com. I want to go back to something you just said. You know, a lot of what I talk about on the show is based on life experiences.
Well, of course.
Major life experience for almost 9 months. And I got to be careful to not get wrapped up in the past, Jason.
Oh, yeah, we got a visitor backing in.
I say this in a really nice way, not a negative way. But, man, some mornings I wake up. I'm so thankful for what we get to do here every day. I'm thankful to be in the ministry. I'm going to be attending Oral Roberts University online this fall and to pursue a full-fledged degree in ministry and local pastor. But I'm going to tell you, man, I'm like, some days I wake up and I'm just like, oh, man, it's the enemy attacking. It's like, did I make the right decision? Because I do miss the broadcasting stuff big time. I mean, it was, and the reason that you miss her, I literally, that was my whole, I worked so hard for almost 15 years, you know, doing that. And then it was like God had a different plan, and that's okay. But man, some days I wake up and, you know, and I don't ever want to get wrapped up in that past.
Right.
But man, some days it just pulls at me, and I go back and I talk to colleagues, you know, in that area. And the reason I brought all this up is you mentioned North Dakota. Nothing about here.
No.
But up there, it was like, it was a full-blown career, man.
It was.
Here, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I wish it could have been a career, but financially, there's just no way that was going to happen. But up there, it was a full-blown, it was a career to work. Bridget didn't have to work. Babies were baby was taken care of. And, you know, sometimes, and maybe here's the inspiration this morning, that I think it's okay to go back and think about the past, but don't get into the mindset of what if or what could have been. And that's where I get sometimes,
man. But you can play the what if game, you know, as long as you want. And you're always going to question it.
Yeah.
That's just in a nutshell.
And that was my decision. It was my decision to leave. And they invested a lot. You know, 74, and I don't say this pridefully, 74 people applied, and God blessed me with that opportunity. You know, some days I wake up and I'm like, man, I just, even though people said, man, we understand family first, the enemy tries to put this into my brain sometimes. It's like, you blew it, man. You burned bridges. And I know I didn't. And here's why I'm saying all this. Because the other day I had this in my mind, man, I really burned a bridge with this major corporation that was over all these colleges. But I didn't. And here's why. Number one, the guy that's the VP of that company still texts me from time to time.
Right.
If I burned a bridge, he wouldn't be texting me or telling me things. Number two is, this was confirmation yesterday. You know, we have VBS this week. And before we had our rally, and by the way, I got to wrap the show up at 8:30 because I got to run over to the church. But
so you're telling me to watch the time?
Yeah, watch me is what it is.
Oh,
man.
Watch you.
But here's the confirmation. So Pastor Bay was like, "Hey, before we get started this morning, man, I want you to come in my office. I got something to show you." And so I went to his office. He goes to his phone. It's a voicemail, and I had no idea what it was. Guess what it was?
What was it?
A voicemail on his phone. And guess where it was from?
North Dakota.
Yeah, of all places, North Dakota.
Really?
And one of the guys that used to listen to my broadcast, that I broadcast for his nephew that played basketball at NDSU, called and left about a 3-minute voicemail. And it almost brought me to tears, man. Because he found out, I guess through social media or through somewhere, that I worked at the church. And he left this really, really compassionate voicemail just saying that he loved me. Because he knew about my dad's past. I guess he saw it on social. And he said, he goes, from all of us up here in North Dakota, we want you to know. He goes, I know that you don't know me, but I want you to know he wasn't talking about me, but talking about the community.
Correct.
He goes, I want your community to know that we love you and we love your church. And he goes, and let Rob know that we love him too and his family right now. And I was
That's
like,
awesome.
I was like, man, that's like the affirmation sometimes that you need. And this is a guy from, and once I heard who, I was like, I know that guy. He's talked to him after the games all the time.
Right.
And man, that just warmed my heart so much to know that, that there's a person up there, and there's several. I made several friends up there, good people, man. But that was the affirmation that I needed to know that, you know what, I did make the right move, and I didn't leave things on a side. You think sometimes like the enemy wants me to feel like I turned my back on somebody, and I didn't. I do what was best for my family at the time. And I know that God is going to reopen that door. It's not going to be here, but I really truthfully believe somewhere in the state of Texas. I was talking to a colleague the other day, man, and I truthfully believe that somewhere in the state of Texas, God is going to reopen that door because I'm still so passionate about that. When the
time is right. Right now, the time's not right for you.
No, not at all. And I'm not. And
as bad as you want to do it, God's saying, no, it's not time yet.
Yeah, and that's right. And you have to be patient. And I know it's not going to happen here, and that's cool because there's a young man that does stuff here, and he's doing a phenomenal job. Great young man. Yeah. But I truthfully believe that God is going to reopen that door somewhere in the proximity to where I can stay here in Huntsville and be. Because I was talking to a mentor of mine, and he goes, man, I think there's some jobs here close by in the state that are going to be opening up in the next 5 years or so. And here's the cool progression, I guess you could say, of.
Thank you.
Is that your bag?
It's for my wife.
Oh, I was like, man, we're getting food delivered or something this morning. We got a backpack dropped off, man.
Yeah.
Here's where I'm getting at with all this.
We have to train Kyle better.
Here's where I'm getting at with this story, Jason. And I hope this will. I'm trying to say all this to relate it to somebody. Whenever we realized that we had to leave here, there was just circumstances that we couldn't control, and nothing bad with the university at all. It was nothing. I left the university. I hugged all those guys, gave them a hug, loved on them, loved the people, loved Sam Houston, and we hated to do it. It's just we started putting the numbers together, and with changes that were beyond our control from where I got paid, I was like, "There's no way. There's absolutely no way that this is going to work out."
Right.
But here's what happened. We flew to I don't know if I ever told the full story. I flew to Gainesville. Got a hold of a friend of mine that broadcasts in the NFL, and this guy is unbelievable, man. He called me. He said, "Rob, there's an opening at Florida, the Gators. Get on a plane and go there." I said, I sent in my resume. They never called me back. He goes, "I don't care. Well, get in a plane.
Get on a plane.
Go show up." So I flew to Gainesville.
Okay.
Here's this guy's story. Did I ever tell you this? You never heard this story as much as you and I talked.
I believe you may have talked about parts of it, but
this guy was the former voice of the Miami Hurricanes. He got that job because he showed up in the parking lot and waited on the athletic director. That's pretty gutsy.
Yeah.
Showed up at Miami, waited. He got a hold of the beat writer. Back then the beat writer was a local newspaper.
Okay.
And so he got a hold of the beat writer.
Yeah.
Said, "Hey, I'm coming." That newspaper guy said, "You have no chance of getting this job. Nobody knows who you are. I don't even know who you are." Well, the guy flies over there, shows up in Miami, waits in the parking lot, meets with the athletic director, has a really good meeting with the athletic director. Yeah. I don't know how I would feel being approached in the parking lot, like what's about to happen.
Yeah.
This guy gets.
Well, you got to think that was probably years ago too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, it was, but he had sent everything and never heard back from him. He gets back to the airport to fly back home. Newspaper guy, the beat writer, calls him, says, "Hey man, you went from nobody to the number one candidate for this job. By the way, I think you're going to get it." Well,
yeah.
Lo and behold, he gets it. Becomes the voice of Miami Hurricanes. You fast forward a little bit, and now then there was a new franchise football team,
right?
And he gets that job. He's been there ever since. So he tells me, "Get on a plane, fly to Florida." I get on a plane, I fly to Florida. Man, I didn't want to wait in the parking lot. I said, I'm gonna be a little more bold. I'm gonna go up to the athletic office, all right? And my confidence was at an all-time high.
Right.
I was praying, I was believing.
Right.
I believe God puts things in our hearts for a reason. This is some more inspiration. I believe that God puts dreams and desires in if they're good, I believe those things are from God. And if you have a dream or desire, those dreams and desires should be used and need to be used to glorify Him. And there's nothing wrong with wanting things as long as you don't put those things above the giver. I call that don't elevate the gifts above the giver, if that makes sense. So I'm feeling good, right? I went in praying, Lord, I was already thanking him. God, thank you for this job. Thank you that the doors are opening. Thank you that the people in charge, that the right people are making the right decisions and they're thinking about me. And thank you that I'm going to be able to have this opportunity and really step my career up and actually have a career doing this now. And I show up, athletic director's not there.
Really?
I go all the way to Florida.
Right.
Granted, I didn't have money for any of this either, by the way.
Right.
I put it on a credit card. Didn't have money to fly out there. And I get up there. Oh, Mr. Hip, we're really glad you came. I said, what are you doing here? I said, well, I sent in a resume about a month ago. Never heard anything back yet. She goes, did you fly all the way here just to meet with us? I said, oh, no, I was just passing through because I didn't want to seem aggressive. She goes, well, come in. I ended up having, a good hour-long, maybe hour-and-a-half conversation with these folks. And it was some of their, number 2, number 3 people at Florida. This was the Gators, man.
Right.
And
not a small university.
They said, well, we got you. Yeah, we got your stuff. But we didn't call. We were about to put out the announcements of, who got the job and who didn't. You didn't get the job. And the only reason why is because we've had somebody kind of in the works for a while.
Okay.
I said, but your stuff was good, but you didn't get the job. Well, that opened up the door to a guy that was their kind of a marketing outreach type guy there through Learfield, sales guy. Well, Learfield is the main property for a lot of major universities. They do it. They just phenomenal with the way they do their broadcasting rights.
Right.
That opened up the door, and then lo and behold, get the job at NDSU. But that was the process of what you just said. And here's the deal. The guy that got that job before is 50 years old. So this is where I come back full circle to all of this, that age doesn't matter. There's a lot of older guys that say, man, I'll never get there. There's a lot of younger guys that say, I'm going to get there because I'm young. Age does not matter.
No.
At least in the audio business. The video business may be different.
Yeah, maybe.
But long story short.
I'm not doing either one, so.
Yeah, well, long story short, Jason, God was putting into my heart that, you know what? And now I come back to it full circle that even though I'm 40 years old, there's a guy that's broadcasting for a major FBS school at 50. And and my buddy Carl Schoening was so good to me. And I love Carl. He's one of my best friends, man. And he reminded me, and I'm not saying this boastfully, he reminded me, he's like, dude, you went from never broadcasting a game at all within 8 years from doing nothing to broadcasting for North Dakota State. He goes, that doesn't just happen, man. He's like, so don't beat yourself up and don't feel like you failed. And that's my encouragement. I say this from a life experience to all of you this morning. If you're going through a season that may be similar, don't feel like you failed. Everything is a step up or it's a setback for a comeback.
That's it.
And that's my inspiration this morning.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And now I get to sit here, hang out with our great friends in Huntsville, and we absolutely love, and I love God's calling in a ministry because I always felt like, man, that's probably going to be like 50 years. It's going to be like a retirement job, right? Now, I think as believers, we all are called to ministry just one-on-one, to minister to people. You don't have to have a degree or be this wizard of theology. The best way to minister to people is love them where they're at, man.
And that's it. It doesn't say anywhere in the Bible that I know, and I'm not going to tell you I'm an expert on the Bible, that says you have to go to college and get a degree to stand up there at the pulpit and preach.
And some really great preachers do, and that's great. I'm not knocking that. Well, I know you're not knocking it either.
No, I'm not knocking education. I never have.
But for me, I wanted to go because I want to get a deeper understanding of a lot of things that I'm still trying to learn. And for me, I need that because I just don't know. I don't know how to approach it.
Right.
My brain. You give me this pamphlet here from Historic Tours of Texas and our friend Dr. Carolyn Krim, and I'm going to read this front to back. And the only thing that I'm going to remember is that it was from Dr. Krim and it's Historic Tours of Texas. And no offense to her, but that's how my brain works. I'm not going to remember that there's all these awesome tours that you can go on.
Yeah.
Now, I did remember one.
What's that?
No, I lied. There's one in here about Rusk and a train ride. And the only reason I remembered that is because I want my children to go on a train ride.
Yeah, there is. It's out of Rusk, I think, and And there's another one in Palestine that you can do in the around Christmas time.
Those are I learned this at Learning RX when I was going. It's an emotional attachment that helps you remember things.
Oh, okay.
So here's the deal: if you want to remember something,
go see Lisa Branch.
No. Keep a hammer with you.
Oh, okay.
And hit your hand real hard, and then you'll remember at that moment where you hit your hand and what you were thinking about. It's an emotional attachment, right?
Look, I'm not going to try that.
Hey, can you slap me real quick, Jason?
Yeah.
I'm going to remember that. I'm going to remember it, Jason.
Yeah.
So
Rob got slapped on the morning show.
But that's my inspiration this morning to all of you is don't give up. And man, it doesn't matter if you're 18 or you're 83. If you are alive and you're breathing, you still have an opportunity to do. Maybe you've been in business for 20 years, 30 years, and you feel stagnant. You feel like you've plateaued. You've got to come in every day, and I've got to do. I was telling you earlier, man.
Right.
I know there's a lot of life
and
things
I'm in the
going
same
on.
boat,
But you get in that mundane kind of feel, right?
There's times when you get that mundane feel when business isn't where you think it should be, or the economy's down, or whatever the case is. But sometimes you just got to pull them boots up a little bit tighter and keep pushing, keep chugging.
Every morning I get this. Again, that's what I love about life. Is all about experience. Life, number one, to me, is all about serving the Lord as much as we can. I mean, that's what it's about. But the second thing is, to me, family. But it's about meeting people and relationships and lifting each other up is one of the things that I would put there in my top 10 of life for me. And every relationship and every person that you meet, I don't believe that that's just by chance.
No.
I say this one. Met a guy named Mark Bruner. When I was broadcasting for Sam Houston State, there's something called the Sun Bowl Invitational. Now, you probably heard of the Sun Bowl football. Mm-hmm. They have it every year in El Paso at UTEP. Right. It's a Sun Bowl. Well, they have this thing called the Sun Bowl Invitational. It's a basketball tournament.
Okay.
Coach Hooten had a really good relationship with these folks, and he'd been invited a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
I just so had the privilege to be part of the broadcasting then when we went to El Paso.
Right.
Met a guy named Mark Bruner who's on staff at UTEP.
Mm-hmm.
And also, here's another kind of deviation. I had a chance to broadcast at UTEP, and I turned it down because I wanted to be here at the time. This was when I was this was before the changes happened that kind of forced us to look elsewhere.
Right.
Outside of the again, it's not the university that ever did. I don't ever want to say that in a negative way, but had an opportunity to go to UTEP, and I was like, I just didn't feel like that was where we were supposed to be. And it was good pay, it was a great opportunity, great school, awesome program.
Right.
But I said no, man. But through that basketball tournament, met a guy named Mark Bruner. He's on staff at UTEP. He's a tech guy.
Mm-hmm.
He's a tech guy. Turns out he's a Christian. Turns out that every single morning he sends a devotional on his own to an email list of friends that he's met.
Mm-hmm.
We started talking. I use words like, hey, man, have a blessed day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that was like, that was like his radar ping. Like, oh, this guy's a believer. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him on my email list.
Right.
Not in a bad way.
Right.
Mark says, man, I send out a devotional every day. Would you like to be on? I said, yeah. And here we go, 3-4 years later, I still get them every single day from him. Every day, without fail. Every day.
Mm-hmm.
And here's Mark's devotional, and he comes up with his. Great is the Lord and most worthy of praise. His greatness no one can fathom. That's from Psalms 145. And here's how Mark broke it down. Don't ever take for granted the awes and wonders that God performs, because he can do more than you could ever fathom. Whatever rest is your wildest dreams, he soars way past them in ways you wouldn't expect. He said, praise him when he moves mountains for you and does more in an instant that you could ever do with an infinite amount of time. Isn't that so good?
It
kind
is.
of ties into what we're talking about
it
today,
does.
man.
Yeah.
So that's what I believe. I think that we don't meet people by chance. And people could argue that and say, well, we're in a world of 7 billion people now, and you're going to bump into people. But I take it that, you know what, if I bump into somebody, I want to make sure that I've left them on a positive note.
Correct.
Don't be rude. You go through McDonald's, man. I know you don't, but I do. Go through McDonald's. Be nice to those people.
I try to be nice to everyone unless they portray a crappy attitude. I'm nice until you're not. Then the unnice side can come out.
there's a technique it's a verbal aikido. It's
verbal aikido.
Yeah, we learned this, man. It was a guy came and spoke to us at Rotary. It was pretty cool, and it's like a way to. He was on this show. Really cool guy. We got to have him back sometime. He lives in another country, in Ireland is where he's at. But it's if someone's saying something that maybe you could take offensive, and so now you're on the defensive. But it's a way that you pull in what other people say, and then you try to diffuse the situation of like if you said like, "Man, Rob, I just can't stand you," instead of me being like, "Well, I can't stand you either, man. I don't know what's your problem, dude." It's like this. Well, Jason, man, what is it that I've done that's made it to where you can't stand me? Do you see how the guard kind of goes down?
Yeah.
Because now you've went from this attack mode to almost like man, this guy wants to have a conversation. And so I'm going to encourage you, Jason, if you encounter people with those attitudes, ask them.
A lot of times I just look at them with this stupid-ass look on my face. Like, are you okay?
But just ask them. Ask them like, hey, man, I'm picking up what you're putting down. There's something going on today. What's going on, man? What is it? Is there something that I did to upset you? And man, the whole landscape, the whole room change, the whole atmosphere changes. I get you. We're human, man. We're human.
It does.
You know, we're human.
Yeah.
So that's why Jason's got like he's got real callous knuckles from a lot of backhanding his whole life.
Yeah.
Those are I'm just kidding with you, man.
Come on, man. My knuckles don't drag the ground, man. Come on.
All right, we're 30 minutes into it here on a Tactical Tuesday. We're going to take
30 minutes and we just now taking a break?
Just now taking a break. We have Kyle Kreiner's here. You know when Kyle shows up, it's a good day.
Well, Kyle showed up twice already today.
He left because he's like, man, I don't want to be here today. And then he missed it, and so he came back for a second time.
Yeah.
By the way, we always appreciate Kyle. He brought in that brisket, by the way, was unbelievable.
Oh, yeah. When we did Raise a Hope, man, that was like the bomb.
Well, and he brought in a little freezer bag for us, and Bridget and I tore that up that night, man.
I bet you did.
So, well, hey, we're going to take our first break. We'll get to everyone here. It's just Jason and I hanging out today. We hope that we're uplifting and encouraging you a little bit. Do us a favor. Hit the like button and share so we can continue to spread good news throughout our community.
Maybe you want to come get on the show with us, you know?
Not today.
Not today, but
this week. I don't have any guests lined up this week. I was telling you, normally I'm on the phone. I'm calling people, and just the last 2 weeks, I just haven't had time, man. And
no, it's not that. You were tough. And that took precedence, so don't worry about it.
Lewis Murphy joining us saying good morning and have a good one. We appreciate you, Lewis. We're going to take a quick break. We'll have a listen at your national news, and we will have a giveaway today. I'm gonna be generous. I'm doing 25. Well, you know what? I can't do that. We're going to do a gift card to Cafe Texan. I'm going to do that. I can't do cash today.
Can't do cash
We'll
today.
do another gift card to Cafe Texan, and all you have to do is text in the keyword rose because it is National Rose Week.
Is it?
Yeah, why didn't you bring me a rose, Jason? Come on, man.
Well, I didn't know it was National Rose Week. I'd have cut one of my wife's out of the garden.
National Rose Week. You probably left a few thorns in there for me too, buddy.
Man, I'd have found the big ones.
It's National Rose Week. Keyword this week is rose. Along with your name, text that in on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line at 936-339-0139. Again, that number 936-339-0139. As always, our Tuesdays brought to you by Guardian Defense, all things personal safety. Check them out online, guardiandefensellc.com. Got to listen to your national news. Word from our sponsors. We'll be back after this. This is your show. It's Good Morning Huntsville.
USA News, I'm Ryan Daniels. The rules for the upcoming debate between President Biden and former President Trump are now set. CNN announced Sunday both candidates have agreed to appear at a uniform podium with their positions determined by a coin flip. Microphones will be turned off during the 90-minute debate except when it is each candidate's turn to speak. There will also be no studio audience. Neither candidate can bring notes with them, but they can have one pen and a pad of paper. The debate happens June 27th in Atlanta. Negotiators are continuing to work on a peace deal between Israel and Hamas. USA's Tim Berg with the story.
Talks are ongoing with mediators trying to agree to a ceasefire between Israel and Hamas. This week, Hamas responded to a proposal by President Biden, but Israel says the response was equivalent to a rejection. Connecticut Democratic Senator Jim Hines joins Fox News Sunday.
We saw 8 Israeli soldiers die yesterday. This is a war that is taking a huge toll on both sides. And, you know, it's always a good idea to maintain negotiations.
All across the Northeast, the National Weather Service is warning of a multiple days long heat wave for this week, starting on Monday. They're warning everyone to keep an eye on young people and vulnerable older adults who could experience negative health impacts from the heat. And of course, they tell everyone to make sure drink plenty of water and, if possible, to limit time outdoors. Crowds cheer as Britain's Princess Kate made her first public appearance since providing an update on her cancer treatment. She was seen arriving by carriage to attend Saturday's Trooping the Colour Parade in London to mark King Charles' birthday. This is USA News.
Omaha Steaks is rewriting the book on burgers with an all-new handmade texture for the juiciest home-style burgers you've ever tasted. Their pure ground burgers are made from single cuts of real, aged Omaha steaks. These are truly steaks on a bun. Filet mignon, ribeye, New York strip, sirloin, and even brisket burgers. Now is the time to experience the exclusive Burger Perfection Flight for just $79.99. Go to omahasteaks.com and use promo code TREAT at checkout to get an extra $20 off your order, plus free shipping. You'll get 4 of each pure ground burger, so you can sample all the steak on a bun greatness. These burgers are crafted for a juicier, more tender experience, making your mouth water with every single bite. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com, use promo code TREAT at checkout, and get $20 off the Burger Perfection Flight and discover your new burger obsession.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Here we grow again. Tomorrow's Promise is excited to announce our third location to better serve the families of Walker County and surrounding areas. At Tomorrow's Promise, we are more than just childcare. We pride ourselves on partnering with parents and creating a place where every child is respected, loved, and nurtured in the highest quality environment. See what makes us the perfect fit for your child and their needs. Schedule a tour and learn more about Montessori.
Tomorrow's Promise Academy on Veterans Memorial now open.
Welcome to Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville, where we've been caring for your furry family members for over 4 decades. Nestled at 877 IH 45 South, our kennel is a perfect retreat for your pet. With a climate-controlled facility, spacious exercise yards, we ensure a comfortable and enjoyable stay. At Magnolia Kennel, we offer a range of options including overnight boarding, extended stay boarding, and doggy day out. But that's not all. We also provide additional pampering services like baths and nail care to keep your pets looking and feeling their best. Making a reservation is a breeze at magnoliakennel.com. We take great pride in our dedication to the community, supporting our local fire departments by providing oxygen pet masks. Stay connected and enjoy adorable pet updates by following us on Facebook. Magnolia Kennel of Huntsville is where dogs get to be dogs. Visit us at magnoliakennel.com to book your pet's next stay. We can't wait to meet your 4-legged family members.
darkest days, they come and go, but your love, it always shows. Jesus, you're my heart's glow. When the world is caving in, lost in shadows, feeling thin, your light breaks through every sin. In your arms I rise again. You lift me up when I'm down.
All right, back at it here. Time now is 8:12 a.m. There's a little preview of another song, and you'll be able to get these songs on Amazon, Apple Music, YouTube Music pretty soon. We're putting out quite a few songs through Spirit Radio FM now, and we'll even have our Good Morning Huntsville intro song on there. We've partnered up with a music distribution company online, and we submitted a few of those songs. So that's another one called Shine Through. We've got a lot of Christian music that we're going to be putting out soon through Spirit Radio FM. It's exclusive to Spirit Radio FM, and you won't hear it anywhere else. And so excited about getting those songs on these major platforms, something we've been working on for quite some time, and thankful for that opportunity, and thankful for technology that allows us to use our creativity that God's given us to have tools to reach people and lift them up, Jason. So,
that's it.
Welcome back, man.
Lift them up. How you doing?
Where you been the last 5 minutes?
I don't know. Maybe sitting in this chair, shooting the bull with Kyle.
What's going on at Guardian, man? Tell us. What's up at Guardian Defense? Just had a show this past weekend.
Yeah, we were down Pasadena, Father's Day weekend. It was a gun show. Nothing to write home about.
I'm kind of a jerk because I didn't even say, man, happy belated Father's Day, Jason.
Well, happy belated Father's Day to you.
I've got that father figure going pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that lap over, and it's not healthy. You know, I've always had a pretty good belly, but it's starting to finally, lap over.
Yeah.
That's not good.
You know what's causing it?
A lot of food and stress.
McDonald's.
That's food and stress.
McDonald's, buddy. You got to eat better food, man.
Bridget cooks me some good food.
Yeah.
You know, but
my mama cooks some good food, too.
How is your mama? She's
doing awesome, man.
We need to get Mama Pat. Where's she been? She hasn't been on here once or twice, man. We need to get her back to hang out with us.
Well, I'll see what I can do.
We have to pay her a lot of money every time she shows up on here. That's a problem. So
I know. You got to get your budget up.
And we want to welcome you back in as we continue on. Hey, look.
Yeah, you got 15 minutes.
Man, we're getting spammed this morning on YouTube. All right.
Who's spamming us?
I'm not even going to acknowledge them. Oh. We're just going to block them and delete them. So that's when you know that you're growing, is when you get spammed.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of spam, did you ever eat spam growing up? Were you?
I've eaten some spam. Not my favorite, but I'll eat it.
Did you skillet cook it?
That's the only way.
Mayonnaise, like a mayonnaise spam sandwich?
You know, my great-grandfather used to eat spam sandwiches with mayo on it, but I didn't care for that.
Mayonnaise, some nasty stuff.
Yeah, you know, we grew up, we didn't always have money. You know, there.
Vienna sausage? Were you guys a Vienna sausage?
I had some Vienna sausages. They're not the best. You know, I think the worst was when you didn't have money for lunch meat, so you got a mayo sandwich.
We've had those.
Just bread and mayo.
It's kind of like people who, you know, drink certain things. You have an acquired taste. Acquired taste.
Yeah, I'm not big on mayo anymore.
Mayonnaise.
Or Miracle Whip. I'll eat a little bit of it, but I'd rather not.
If you want to get whipped with the Miracle, just go to church on Sunday. You'll get a real Miracle whipping. you ain't gonna get it out of that food, man. That's for sure.
Yeah.
So,
but if I want to eat it, I prefer Duke's. Duke's mayonnaise. Yeah.
It's a brand name.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Kraft. You're not a Kraft guy. Not
very
crafty.
It's not that I'm not crafty. I'm just not big on craft products. Stuff like that.
All right, National Day of. Check this out. It's one that we all want, Jason. What is it? The first one that you're seeing.
National Want to Get Away Day.
Want to get away.
I don't know where we're going.
Today is National.
I mean, the one thing I would like to be doing today, I'm glad I'm not, might be a little bit rough.
What?
Offshore fishing, man.
Oh, yeah. And that ties into what else is it today?
National Go Fishing Day.
It's National Go Fishing Day today, man. Do you have you done offshore fishing quite a bit?
Oh, yeah. I've done it a few times, not as much as I want.
Do you get sick?
No, I don't. It doesn't bother me. I mean, I've been out a few times where, you know, people may have tied one on the night before and then tried to, you know, take care of it the morning that the boat left, and that just made it a whole lot worse. And, they're out there at the back of the boat, chumming the waters up. And I'm like, it'll get better, buddy.
We did.
Here's your ginger chew. That didn't work either.
Dramamine didn't work either. Is that what it is? Is that the stuff? Is it Dramamine?
Dramamine. I won't get too gross, but we were on a trip going out, and the boat owner was actually playing deckhand that day. They were short. And he gives his usual spiel about, when you get seasick. If you're going to get seasick, he said the best thing to do is to go to the back of the boat. Do not go to the bathroom, because you can only imagine what was just in there.
Oh.
So.
If you're sick, though, and if you want to, and then you want to get it out of you, go to the bathroom, because it'll just make you think about it.
Well, but the problem that you get motion sickness, best thing you can do is look out over the horizon. Look at the horizon, and it helps. But most of the time, people, they want to lay down and you just keep moving, and it just makes it worse.
Oh.
No, I don't get motion sickness.
The first and only time I ever went deep sea fishing. We went on this Port Aransas.
Right.
And it was called Fish Eye or so. I don't know what it was. It's horrible, by the way. We went as a church group, men's group. And there's always that guy. I'm not hating on you, but there's always that guy.
There's that guy
in a church group that always has to be the Martha Stewart type.
Okay.
And what I mean by this is we're going on a men's fishing trip. There's a guy that has to buy the shirt that says, "Here, fishy, fishy," with a fish hook on it. I'm like, dude, just wear a regular shirt, bro. You went out of your way to buy a shirt.
When I go offshore fishing, I wear the old, stained up, nasty shirts, because you are going to get nasty. I mean, you start messing with squid and cutting up bait and everything else, you're going to get a little dirty.
You know what I'm talking about? Have you ever been in a group and there's always that one guy that has to do... okay, so let's say
we just don't invite that guy with us the next time.
Let's say that we had a group of 20 guys and we decided to go to San Antonio. There's going to be that guy that shows up with a fanny pack and a Tower of the Americas shirt. you know that, right? There's going to be that guy.
The fanny pack is what kills it.
It's the fanny guy in the tourism shirt.
Yeah.
There's always that one guy.
Yeah, that's not me.
But this dude, he showed up with it. He had the "Here, fishy, fishy" with the. I was like, dude, come on, man. The first and only time I went. Here's the reason it was the only time, and the reason I said it was so bad. There's so much whitecaps on the water that day. The fishing guide and the touring company, when they said we probably shouldn't go out today, but we know that you guys drove a long way, so we're going to go ahead and go out. Just be advised.
Mm-hmm.
We got out there. I thought it was the funnest thing. I'm on this boat, man. Water's just. I was sitting right on the front. It was spraying us, man. It was fun. It was like you were at SeaWorld and it was Shamu every 5 seconds, man. And so it's just, and so we go out 40 miles.
Yeah.
Okay, this was about an 8-hour trip.
Right.
Now, literally 3.5 of those each way was traveling.
Yeah.
That's how bad it was. You only got to fish for an hour. 3.5 there, 3.5 back. Okay, 30 minutes into the splash zone, I'm like, I don't feel so good. I start letting it just go, man. I was the first one down. By the end of that trip, there was about 40 of us, 37 of the guys. They were in the bunks on the inside. Everybody was hurting, man.
Really?
And I took Dramamine. I took it. Someone told me take it the night. I took it. I'll never forget, Jason. What did help me was and this was an old boat, an old nasty boat, man, fish guts and the whole nine all over it, man. I finally found this place on that hot steaming deck, man. It's metal deck. I finally found a place under a bench where the sun I was in a fetal position for the whole trip after that, man. Just hurtled up.
Oh.
And all I remember is glancing over and just feeling stuff being thrown down next to me. It was fish that the guys were catching. And there was fish inner workings going all over me. And stuff running on that deck.
Yeah.
Running into me. And at that point, I didn't care, man.
Really?
That was the worst sick I've ever been in my life. And because of that horrible experience, I've never had the desire to go back.
Oh, well.
And I need to, though.
You should.
I need to. I didn't even. And those guys are helping you. They're the ones you're casting, and they're like, okay, do this, and they're helping you. So because there's only 3 out of 40 that were actually fishing by the end of this thing, those guys were getting all the goods, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Still have the picture, I think, of all of us at the end, and we're all like this, where they stand, and it's like, you got your fish, and they tack them up.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, there's the three guys that are like this, and the rest of us are all like this, just hurting still, man.
Yeah.
So,
I'd have been one of the guys with the fish.
Yeah, I don't think it happens. By the way, Kyle's here in studio, but he also, he wanted to remind you, the tangy zip of Miracle Whip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that tangy, nasty.
Wow. Hey, guess what? You need to call somebody. You're getting close.
So besides it being the national getaway, it's the wanna getaway. It's not getaway. It's the wanna getaway day.
Hey, and it's National Splurge Day. Y'all can come splurge and buy some guns.
Yeah. I mean, they have a picture of someone here throwing money like they're at the club.
Yeah.
Go splurge.
Somebody balling.
Yeah, go splurge your cash at Guardian Defense today. So
yeah, come out, shoot some guns with us. We'll have a good time.
Well, friends, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get to some of these comments. Many of you joining us. One final opportunity this morning. Cafe Texan gift cards on the way, and all you got to do is text in the keyword ROSE along with your name on the 0 Degree Creations phone and text
I think
line.
Rick forgot that he needs to come see me for his package.
Come on,
Mr. Rick Boning.
Rick, come on, man. Rose along with your name is the word to text in today. That 0 Degree Creations phone and text line is open, 936-339-0139. We are here on this Tactical Tuesday, brought to you by Guardian Defense. One final break, and we'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. This is your show. As we wrap it up on the other side, it's Good Morning Huntsville.
Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Hi, I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. We know times of loss are tough, and you need a place to feel comfortable and cared for. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we pride ourselves on being with you during those really tough days. You can rest assured that we will be on your side and by your side every step of the way. Thank you for your trust. Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, supporting families every day, every step.
The Oak Ridge Disciple House is a faith-based 501c3 nonprofit Christian character building ministry helping men 18 and older who are suffering from drug and alcohol addictions. If you or someone you know needs help, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that light can be found through the Oak Ridge Disciple House. For more information, visit oakridgedisciplehouse.com. Hey friends, Rob Hipp here for Elliott's Jewelers. I wanted to take a brief moment to let you know if you're looking for someone in the jewelry business right here in Huntsville, look no further than my good friend Elliott Herslick. He's helped me out time and time again, whether it was that wedding band that I needed a while back or that special ring for Bridget. He's always been there for me. He goes above and beyond. He's also a person who gives back to the local community. I like to do business with those who give back, and that's exactly what Elliott Herslick of Elliott's Jewelers does. Hey, if you feel like you don't know what to do, maybe you don't know where to turn, what to look for, Elliott is the person. Again, it's Elliott's Jewelers. You can visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com for more information. And when you call him, let him know that you heard from his good friend Rob Hipp. Again, it's Rob here for Elliott's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Spirit of Huntsville, SpiritRadio.fm. They're building bridges strong, not barriers so tall. Loving like Jesus did, answering the call. Hands reaching out to hold.
All right, 8:26 this weekend. There's another one, Bridges of Love, right there for you, Jason. Better build a bridge of love, man. We don't need to be building barriers. Let's build some love to get to this morning.
Let's do it.
Jason's looking at me like, "What are you talking about, dude?"
I'm starting to wonder about you, brother.
Welcome back in as we get rolling here. Well, we've been rolling. We're going to wrap it up here, 8:27 time now. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. It's been a fun morning here. Hey, today, by the way, highs in the upper 80s, rain chances around 30%, and tonight that rain remains in the forecast, but then tomorrow...
Yeah, but I don't, I watched the news this morning, the local news out of Houston. It doesn't look like we're going to get that much rain up here.
Maybe not, but I trust the old... you know what? I trust the National Weather Service over the local news a lot. These are the guys that's all they do. They like live and breathe it all the time. I go to the National Weather Service. National Weather Service, Juneteenth tomorrow, by the way, and there's a 60% chance of showers. I missed the Juneteenth parade. I thought they had it on Juneteenth. I was here last year. We didn't even know it was happening then. And Hello Huntsville is all about trying to get this information out. And I've been kind of discouraged lately because
I didn't know it was happening. I just read that it had happened after it had happened.
I'm trying to figure out, like, where do certain people get information from? Because I've reached out to every organization I can and said, here's our email, send us your information, your press releases. And I fish for a lot of information, too, trying to get it. I'm telling you, if you have something going on, let us know on Hello Huntsville so we can promote it. That's what we do. They had a big meeting with, there was like a downtown meeting with Main Street. I had no idea. I would have loved to go to that. I had no clue what was going on.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to feel like it's the invitation only club sometimes, man. And I'm not getting invited, but we want to promote this stuff.
I understand.
So, but that is what it is. Hey, let's get to some of these comments here. We got about 4 minutes before we got to sign off. Saucier Woodworks, Jamie Saucier joining us, saying good morning, Huntsville. Paul Oley. Paul, good morning to you, friend. He signed in a little bit earlier. Pop's Woodshop, Scott Valley, saying good morning. Caitlin Jeter on this morning with us. Good morning, Caitlin. She's saying good morning. Quentin Glaze, our number one engager. Always great to see you. Kyle Kreiner, the Brisketeer of Huntsville.
Not only is he online, he's in studio.
Online and in studio. Man, we got to pay him the big bucks to show up. He brought his own chair.
Yeah.
Michelle's not here anymore, so he's probably going to take it back. No, he's not, man.
That's his gamer chair, man. Have you seen it?
That thing's legit.
It reclines. You got the leg rest thing.
Yeah, he's relaxed over here, man.
Yeah.
So, but appreciate you, Kyle. Also, Steph Valley over at Magnolia Kennel. Steph, we appreciate you as well. Tara Burnett over at Hearts Veterans Museum. Good morning. Elle Turpening in New Waverly, Texas. Hey, I've got your Skittles, by the way. Pick those up at the church. Jennifer Augustinetti, if you're still on, I did get your message yesterday. VBS has been crazy. Yes, you can come by the church today until 3 p.m. We do have your gift there for you. She won a little gift bag from us as a gift card to Cafe Texan. So we've got that for you. And many others joining us as well. I like what, we were talking earlier about some things. And Tara said, soak in that joy from those babies. Learning about Jesus will fill your cup back up. You have to do that so you continue to pour into others.
There you go.
So love that. Tara, appreciate your kind words. And Joy Daly joining us this morning. Good morning to you. Great to see you on. That is Karen Denman's wonderful mother. Karen Denman, by the way, was saying hi a little bit earlier as well. Yeah. Jamie Saucier said he loves fried Spam. So have at it, Jamie.
Fried Spam, and fried bologna, it's all pretty good.
Have at it.
Just not on a regular basis.
I like Kyle's little emoji there. It's a little sick emoji. So
that's what we got to get Kyle to do is smoke some bologna.
Have at it.
You ever done that?
No, have not.
I've seen it, and I heard it's really good. You get you don't have to get the full log, but just smoke a piece of it. They say you can't beat it.
Good old smoked bologna.
I don't know, man.
Boy, you talk a lot of bologna, and you sure smoke it, too.
That's it.
Let's head over.
It's better than smoking other things.
Oh, this will be funny. This is the 0 Degree Creations phone and text line.
Yeah.
You wonder if it's rigged. Did you see who it was?
Yeah, I can see.
Don't answer, don't win.
I'm here.
He said he's here.
I hear you. Hello.
I was watching. I know who you are.
What are you doing?
Sounds like he's in the bathroom.
Yeah, you're in the bathroom.
There's an echo going.
You always know when someone's in the bathroom because you'll hear this. Listen, well, hopefully. Do you hear that, Rick?
I hear something.
You got that little vent going in the bathroom.
The blank fan is going.
Yeah. Rick, full disclaimer now that we're talking, have you ever answered the phone while in the bathroom? Like on a serious...
Not usually.
But have you ever? Like a serious professional call?
Not that I'm aware of. Unless it was Kyle.
Unless it was Kyle.
Well, Kyle said if you did, you would answer it. Hello!
No, I'd say, I'm here.
I did answer the phone a couple times. Like, literally just got out of the shower, and you hear the echo and stuff, and I'm like, man, I really didn't want to answer that. Well, Rick Boning, you're our winner today. The 0 Degree Creations phone and text line made its way back to you.
Woohoo!
You're always complaining about never getting the Cafe Texan gift card.
I know.
Well, randomizer picked you today.
It did. It was legit.
I know.
Kyle's
good.
Jason's looking at it right here. It says, and the winner is number 8, Rick Boning. So
Yeah, actually,
there you go.
good.
So, are you in the candy cave right? Are you at the candy cave right now?
Yeah, I was actually in the room with the machines when it was echoing, so I stepped out.
Okay. Yeah, that's what we thought. Okay.
It's in there making the candy.
Making the candy, baby.
I was doing something in there.
Hey, well, congratulations,
He was
Rick.
eating the candy. He said he was doing something.
He doesn't. No, he doesn't eat it.
Really?
He said you don't really eat it, do you, Rick?
No, I'm not a big candy guy.
Hey,
not either.
What have you created lately? What's on the horizon? Can you give us maybe a touch of something that's on the horizon?
Pickles.
Freeze-dried pickles. Have you already have you made them already?
Yeah, I've made some, and I've got some cooking right now.
How have they turned out? Are they pretty good?
They're pretty salty.
That's like Jason and I. We're pretty salty. We're salt of the earth types.
Salt of the earth kind of guys.
Yeah, there ain't nothing
I
wrong
agree
with
with that.
All right, brother. Well, we'll have that gift card for you tomorrow. Whenever y'all are going to be on the show tomorrow, right?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we'll have you here. We appreciate you, Rick. Love you, man, and thanks for all you do, buddy.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. There he is, Rick Boning, our winner chicken dinner today on Good Morning Huntsville. Well, I think that'll just about wrap it up today, Jason.
It needs to, because you got to get out of here.
I got to roll, man. I'm going to stretch real quick.
Stretch it out.
Oh, just everybody join me this. Man, that feels good. I've never stretched live before. Oh, that's good, dude. You ever try that?
No.
Man, I got to be careful stretching on my belly. Will pop out of the shirt, man.
Look like Homer Simpson or something.
I just need to turn yellow and I'll be right. Hey, I noticed yesterday, man, this farmer's tan is not good. Look at Look at it on the camera, though.
Your tan is really weak.
My tan is pretty good, dude.
It's weak.
Well, look
if you would come spend about 4 days with me, we can get you some tan.
Man,
going.
I kind of look like I got bigger arms than I do. Look at that. And I really don't even have big arms at all. Look at that, though, on the mic. Look at that. I mean, on the
Kyle's got a lot bigger.
Jason, let's see. What do you got, man? You gonna flex it up, dude? Here we go. Look. Yeah, there you go. You got a little farm going on.
Yeah. Hadn't been outside
Look,
as much
you do
as
this
I want
though.
to.
Whenever you remember how you do this when you're a kid.
Yeah.
You try to act like you're bigger than you are, and you
make that bicep bigger.
Yeah. I've never had muscles, man. Good Lord bless me with more down here instead of with more here in the belly than right here on the arm. So yeah, I got good belly muscles.
Good digestion muscles, as Kyle said it over there.
No, I don't have that either, man.
Oh, good.
All right, Jason, that'll wrap it up. Classes going on this week. Are y'all at a show this weekend? What's going on?
We're doing classes.
GuardianDefenseLLC.com. You get the phone number there.
Got a few seats left, not many.
So come on. Hey, by the way, if you're a youngster and you want to go to VBS, you can still come. Even though we started yesterday, come to First Baptist, man. It's so much fun. Everyone's welcome. Don't matter what denomination you are. We're all about Jesus. So just come on and bring the young kiddos, ages 5 to 12.
5 to 12.
5 to 12. But come on and be a part of it. It's been a blast. I'm excited about it.
Awesome.
I was really tired. I passed out yesterday when I got home. I was so tired.
Yeah.
All right, that'll wrap it up. Thank y'all so much for being a part of it today. We'll be back tomorrow with our friends Rick and Kay Boning from Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. And we're just going to continue to celebrate the good happening here in Huntsville. If there's anything that we can do to help you with your business, please reach out. Let us know. You can email hello@hellohuntsvilletx.com.
Yep.
All right. I'll end it the same way with this inspiration, folks. Please listen to me. As we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We truly aren't. We do need each other. Please provide a word of encouragement. lend a hand of support. I promise somebody out there today needs you. Until tomorrow morning at 7:30, good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm trying to find something here, Jason. We'll see you tomorrow at 7:30. See you, man.
7:30. See you.
In the night I feel so low. Darkest days they come and go, but your love it always shows. Jesus, you're my heart's glow. When the world is caving in, lost in shadows feeling thin, your light breaks